So hi, I'm Shelley Thompson. I'm a winemaker with Yangarra Estate Vineyard, and we're here today in Coolum for this wonderful food and wine affair. I'd just like to show you our Grenache. If you can get a chance to come down to the vineyard, we're doing some exciting things at the moment. We're building a winery and we're opening a cellar door. And one of our main features is our old bushvine Grenache, which was planted in 1946. Some beautiful vineyards that are dry farmed and they sit on very deep sandy soils. And Grenache is such a wonderful variety. We have started a group called Cadenzia, which is a group of wineries that are promoting Grenache as a variety, and we're travelling around talking about Grenache and how wonderful it is and what a great food wine it is. So please come down and see us in McLaren Vale, and thank you.
Okay, now
no,
Grenache is kind of has had a little comeback in the form of rosé, and I think people are being more aware of it again. So, do you think why do you think it's kind of fallen out of favour over the years?
Grenache I don't think has ever fallen out of favour, but it's been just little known. It's a very widely planted variety. It's a major variety in Spain and in France. I think it's mainly because people don't realise it's the same variety. In Spain you've got your Grenache. In France everyone labels their wines under an appellation series, so you don't necessarily know what varieties there are. But it's such a wonderful variety, and I think it's also had a bit of a history with fortified winemaking and obviously blending. And there's been not much focus on it as a single varietal. So we're getting together to try and promote how well this variety and how diverse this variety is, and hopefully we can see some more popularity in the future. It's diverse in that, when you mentioned the rosé, it makes a wonderful rosé. We make a dry style Grenache rosé. So perhaps that's one avenue that people will become more aware of the variety. But I think one of the key things is with food, Grenache is such a low tannin variety that it matches so well with a wide range of foods. So I think through the restaurants and through the industry, people can promote that avenue.
Okay, and what does old vine? You often hear that term, old vine Grenache. Okay. What does that bring to the mix, really?
Old vine Grenache, we've got some vineyards that were planted in 1946, which I believe there's a certain criteria to be old vine. There was a lot of vine pulling in one particular decade that saw some of our Grenache pulled and planted with other varieties, but we're lucky enough to have some that survived that period. South Australia's got quite a lot of old vine Grenache, both in Barossa Valley and McLaren Vale, and McLaren Vale particularly very proud of their old vine Grenache that's left.
So what inspired your passion for wine? How did you first get into the wine industry?
Interesting story really. I actually just love science, maths and chemistry, and I finished school and with the mind with kind of physiotherapy in mind, which was that's a form of science, and I was heavily into sport. But then came across a friend who'd done the winemaking degree and thought it was an excellent avenue to follow. So I started, and when I started, I wasn't a big wine drinker, but now I definitely am. But yeah, I love food, I love wine, I love events, and it just seemed the right path to follow
for you.
For me, yeah.
Okay. What's your favourite food and wine combination at the moment?
Oh look, I'm a big fan of duck, to be honest. Food to have with Grenache, which is something I've just started working with a lot, and I just discovered how wonderful the variety is, and it just goes great with duck dishes and other game meats.
Okay, thank you very much.